All right, welcome back into the weekly review for the Dividend Doggo portfolio here on YouTube, where I'm showing you my full portfolio on M1 Finance and my weekly performance and what I purchased this week. So, as you can see, the portfolio, just looking at a glance, was up pretty significantly, 3.13% money weighted average return. Just absolutely phenomenal market gains. We do have some dividends that rolled in to get paid out as well. We're at $16,638.50. And then on top of that, we have some absolutely just massive green all across the board. Every single pie was up for this week, which is absolutely incredible. I'm pretty confident that this is partially due to the stimulus money hitting in the markets and getting into people's bank accounts and then buying into some stocks. This healthcare was up pretty phenomenally. AbbVie was up 4.47% this week alone. Absolutely incredible. Utilities were up. This is mainly off of the back of VST, but every single category was up. NEE was up 3% as well this week. Southern Company was up 1.5%. PPL is barely in the green, but it's there. And that is absolutely incredible to see. Every single one of the companies invested in the utilities pie was up. Consumer ended up green all across the board as well. Target being up 4%. Target and Home Depot are just two companies that I wish I had thrown more money into at the beginning of this year. I made some plays against JPM, which has done phenomenally well, but man, did I wish I had put more in Home Depot. That's going to be one of my top stocks. I'm going to get this up to at least probably about 10K here really quickly before summer. I just want this position to be a little bit bigger than what it is. As you can see, it's weighted at 40% of this consumer portfolio. I'm not sure if it'll end up there, but I would like to at least get it up to 10, maybe 14, 15%, somewhere in that ballpark range, somewhere between 10 and 15. Just think it's a quality company. It's produced fantastic returns over the past more than a decade. It's definitely been beating out the S&P, and it's just a phenomenal company with high dividend growth, high growth in general. It's not a high dividend yield, but it is raising its dividend as it grows, which is phenomenal. The finance pie was up. Bank of OZK, I did a buy into this, so you'll see I bought into the dip a little bit on this stock. I do still like this as one of my finance pie stocks quite a bit. I'm going to try to raise it up to probably about 12,000 or so invested into Bank of OZK. And JP Morgan almost squeaking in at that $30,000 value mark. Absolutely amazing. Bank of America had a phenomenal week, being up almost $1,000 by itself. That's almost was at 4.86%. So absolutely amazing week in finance. Finance land was doing very, very good. Then we have some industrials. The CIX is going to be the big grower here. 3M down just slightly. CIX was up phenomenally, almost 20%. I believe it was up over 20% at one point this week. This is basically marine parts, lock parts. It's a very boring company with high cash flows and most of the shares being owned by one family. If you do trade this on M1 Finance, forewarning, this is something that you should be buying with a limit purchase because of the fact that so few shares trade every day on this stock. When I lump summed into it, I personally think I raised the stock a couple percent when I bought into it, just because how many shares I purchased. There just weren't that many available, so I ended up paying a higher price for those shares than what I probably should have. However, it paid off. I've already collected one dividend payment off of CIX, and they're growing. Their cash flows are phenomenal. I'm really curious to see where this one ends up. I'm probably not going to be putting too much more into this company right now because I think it's a little high for the price. with it shooting up 20% this week, I'll probably just let this one ride. One company I do want to talk about is Lockheed Martin. It's being up 2.76 or 2.71%. Sorry, this week. I really do wish that I had put closer to 10,000-15,000 in this. And Caterpillar, absolutely just staple quality. I should have put more into this last year as well. I can say that about a lot of the stocks in this portfolio because they're, quality blue chip stocks. You just want as many of them as you can get as quick as you can get them. And it's hard to make the decision on what to invest in because you don't know what's going to give you the best return over time. But having a broad pie with multiple different stocks in most of the sectors gives you a big up. So telecom, AT&T ended up 1.3% up this week. I know a couple friends of mine are doing some options trades on AT&T and making fantastic money on that. This is phenomenal. I'm really glad to see this. I do think AT&T for me is going to hit that 50K mark this year in value pretty easily. So moving into our next stock here, we're going to look at for the pies is the real estate pie. ABR is down just a little bit, almost 1% this week. Store Capital is up 3.7% this week. Absolute slaying it across the board. O is up, LTC is up. Absolutely phenomenal. I think as people get out there more and get more and more used to everything, going back to more like what normal is, it'll be really good for those stocks. All right, so we're going to look at energy. We got EPD being zeroed out. Something's wrong with this. I'm not sure how this ended up for the week. It did end up slightly up 1%. Absolutely phenomenal. VLO is up almost 4%. S&P for China Petrol and Chemical Company is up 4%. Absolute just moving this week. Our monthly dividend stocks, I get asked about BST all the time. I really wish I'd put more money in that. Obviously, it's up almost 7% this week. Stag Industrial, another one just killing it. I wish I'd put some more into this. We will have to see as things go where I can allocate some cash to, but those are all pretty quality. Then in tech, we have we're up 4% on Microsoft this week. They had some big contract news that was absolutely phenomenal. They're getting some Army contracts in to develop some, I believe it's AR technology to help train soldiers and troops, doing tactical things. Absolutely wild. ZEP, I did sell out mostly of ZEP. Took my gains and rolled that into VST. But it's still there, and as you can see, it was up 3.71% this week. Broadcom is another one where I wish I had bought a few more shares of this. It's just been doing phenomenal. Again, I did sell out for the most part of Apple because we hold this very large stake in Apple in 401k funds, both in my wife's portfolio and in mine. We hold it's predominantly tech stocks, Amazon, Apple, Facebook, Netflix, Microsoft. It's all the top tier, high quality stocks that have just been going up and up and up. So I wasn't too afraid to move a bunch of money around from those, see if I can make some more. So that's a brief overview of how the week went. Drop me a comment down below. If you liked the video, what was your top performer for the week? As you can see by my portfolio moving, industrials definitely took the cake. CIX almost 20% up this week. Absolutely phenomenal company. I can't wait to continue investing in that. I do want to leave you with the purchases. I'm still here in one. Don't time me out. As far as purchases go, I did make several purchases on April 1st. I made a Home Depot purchase. This was strictly into, this was a dividend buy. This was primarily VST's dividend. I had put some money in VST just before the dividend payment came in, as you can see here. So I technically dripped the dividend into Home Depot, but the day before I wanted to throw in the money into VST. So I actually threw almost double what the dividend payment was for VST to round that out and get that up to 6,000 shares. I'm probably going to pull back a little bit and be more conservative about throwing more money into VST because I do need to diversify out. And I have a lot of these other positions like Home Depot where I really want to build them up and get them to a significant amount for my portfolio. So those were my three primary purchases this week. Stay tuned for another episode next week. I will have a bonus video out this weekend for everyone. I'm going to get this one up today. It is Saturday morning, and then I'll have a bonus video out possibly Sunday, and that's going to be the total dividends collected for March as a month. And we're also going to showcase a new tool that I'm testing out. It's an Excel sheet that is graphing out and showing a whole bunch of data relating to my dividend portfolio, and it's going to show you the gains. It won't show the gains because I haven't put all of that in. I might work on that today. But it will show the cascading effect of the dividend mountain as it's been growing. So I do want to leave y'all with the stay consistent, keep investing, pick quality companies, and you will be rewarded over time. Thank you very much for watching, and I really do hope you enjoyed this video.